You registered to vote?
That's not what I thought you were going to say.
Oh, you thought I was going to say join the military.
No, I was going to say is when I joined OnlyFans.
You joined OnlyFans the night you turned 18?
I think so, yeah.
And people subscribed right away?
Yeah.
Should they be in jail?
Yeah.
So, Heaven, that's basically what you was trying to say, but she's 18 though. She said they should be in jail. Yeah, but that girl right there,
16, and then there's the barely legal, and that's where pedophiles find an excuse. And I'm speaking from experience because my child was molested by my ex-husband in the military. So this is what they do. That's what they do. That's barely legal porn. So you're essentially looking for a child. You do not have sex offender. That's part of the sex offender registry. That's part of what you cannot be around children. So why would you put someone who has charges like that in charge of a children's physical fitness program?
So like my mom was 16 with 2 children by an older person, and everybody from that period. No. So what I'm saying is everyone that from that period seemed and acted as if that was the norm. So what I was saying is there's never been a collective conversation.
What period exactly was that? There was a whole movement. Hello, #MeToo movement. What do you mean there hasn't been a collective? No. Women have been screaming this for I don't even know how long. That's why the birth rate is low.
No, when I'm saying a collective movement of there's some behaviors that the elders practice that I agree is incorrect. And there hasn't been a all the way challenge and pushback because age ain't nothing but a number. Everybody at that time period that I remember, no one was checking that kind of stuff. So if there were people that was against that, they seemed as if to be outliers.
Time period? In 2010 and 2011? Is that because
no, I don't
referring to him?
Oh, right? Well, that's pretty recent. I didn't know that.
That's exactly that's when Lawrence Taylor's charges was 2010 and 2011.
Oh, I thought this was the 80s.
So you're thinking like no. Yeah, this was like
wow. Okay, that's
right
recent.
back then.
Okay,
like that exactly. So this is not some. He was a young individual. Hey, look, things happen where there is miscommunication when it comes to children with other children. An adult should never, ever, 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 ever look at a child. I can't look at an 18-year-old boy and be like, what? My daughter's about to be 21. That's disgusting to me.
Doc, what you think?
That's gross.
If you look into the case, Lawrence Taylor, not that it's right or not that I'm taking up for Lawrence Taylor. Lawrence Taylor, somebody bought the child to the hotel that I guess Lawrence Taylor was booking his prostitutes through somebody. So he believed the girl to be 19. He believed the girl to be 19.
So it was a sex trafficking thing.
Yeah, he buying prostitutes. Yeah, he ain't like ashamed of that. He was doing cocaine out in public. He not ashamed of that. He was buying. He thought he was buying. He thought she was 19. He later found out she was 16. He was pled down to misdemeanor charges for the bad Barbie thing. I mean, if she turned 18 and she want to get on OnlyFans and sell herself online, I'm not gonna subscribe. But I mean, I guess get your money however you want to do it. Where her parents at? We blaming the dudes for subscribing. Where her mom and her daddy at? This girl been out of control since she was 16 years old.
For sure.
I will say though, too, if you're a parent and you got a teenager, you know the difference between a 16 and a 19. If you're a parent and you raised a teenager, there's glaring differences between like a 16 and a 19-year-old. So if a 16-year-old was in that kind of environment, you are shutting your brain off a lot of it, because you can tell the difference between a 16 and a 19-year-old. If you have a teenager and you see their friends, I can tell the difference. There's just things and mannerisms. I don't care how grown they are. I don't care what they've been around. to turn your brain off in that moment. See, I thought this was something he did in the 80s because I knew he partied a lot in the 80s, and age was looked at way different in the 80s by previous generations. So that's what I was talking about. I didn't know that this was 2010. So I'm with you on that. And there's a difference between 16 and 19.
And that's still unacceptable. And that's something that I think women, again, have been screaming forever. And it's not acceptable for a child because at 18, your brain's not fully developed yet.
You can go to prison
I
for
don't
life.
think that should.
And more.
Right, exactly. And I don't think that's acceptable either.
Well,
I do not think that's acceptable either.
Y'all brought up the parents. So what happens when the parents is profiting? I don't know if y'all know who Lil Tay is, but she passed Bad Barbie's record on the amount of people that subscribe on the first day.
Barbie
What
has
about Miss
reacted
Shirley?
to Lil Tay breaking her friend's only website earnings record with a new launch that made over $1 million in just 3 hours. Tay's live stream was full of confidence. She thanked fans who had pre-ordered since 2023 and said the long wait was over. Then came the reveal that shocked people. She made over $1 million in 3 hours. That's more than Danielle made when she launched her own account at the same age back in 2021. Tay made it clear she didn't need any outside help. She said multiple adult companies offered her up to $40 million to sign with them, but she turned all of them down. When someone asked her if the move would ruin her life, she responded with, "I don't think 50 mil is going to ruin my life." Tay said she always planned to do things her way and didn't want any outside pressure shaping her image. Just hours after turning 18, Tay told fans she started filming her content the minute her birthday began. Tay and Danielle have had issues before, and Tay hasn't held back. Earlier this year, she went viral for calling Danielle a clout chaser and saying she's been obsessed with her for years. Tay also mocked Danielle's appearance and said she should work on her self-esteem. With this new milestone, Tay just stepped ahead of Danielle in one of the most shocking ways. She didn't just match her earnings, she beat them, and fast. Some fans are praising her for being smart and independent, while others feel like she's moving too fast. But Tay doesn't seem to care what anyone thinks. She said she's just getting started. Whether people like it or not, she's now the one breaking records. During all of this, Danielle has spoken out about Lil Tay's record-breaking content drop. Underneath a post about it, Danielle left a comment. In her comment, she wrote, "Meh." Danielle didn't seem too impressed by the numbers or the attention surrounding Tay's launch. Her short response made it clear she's not bothered by being overtaken. On the other hand, Tay's brother Jason appeared in the live stream but didn't speak. Fans pointed out that he seemed uncomfortable, especially knowing that he was once seen coaching Tay when she was younger. His reaction only added more mystery to how this new phase is being managed. For this video's comment question, do you think she deserves that kind of money from this? Before you go, be sure to give this video a
So, Doc, you brought the prostitutes with Lawrence Taylor. How do you feel hearing that Lil Tay's brother was coaching her and then she broke her OnlyFans record of Bad Barbie at 18?
I feel the same way. Like, these kids is coming from people who just it's just a big emphasis on earning a dollar and earning and the money. I guess is something for them to chop down their morals or their principles or their beliefs. Because I mean, she was a kid, probably like 14 or 15, and she was on the internet. And I believe she lived with her mom. I think it was a big thing about her dad actually going to court and getting her banned from the internet. It was a big thing, and they got her banned years ago because she was like 14, 15. But I mean, I'm not gonna subscribe to it. But I mean, I guess if that's what you want to do with your life, and if you at 18 and you want to go out here and you think it's worth it, and you know, everybody at 18 thinks they know everybody. I did stuff that I shouldn't have been doing. Everybody's doing stuff that they shouldn't be doing at 18, and it can go with you for the rest of your life. So if that's what she wants to do with her life, you know, that's a personal choice. She grown, in my opinion.
Yeah.
They're not grown. I mean, just if we're like, their brain ain't even fully developed, right? So we can the state or the federal government plays with what's legal and what's not. So they're not grown, but these things are not isolated. It's an opportunity to lift up the hood to see how empires have a parasitic behavior with the youth. This is Greek culture, Roman culture, Persian culture, Babylonian culture, right? These are the behaviors of the empire and how there's a parasitic behavior with young people. This is not new. This is a continuation of things that have been happening with empires, right? So you can slam shut one thing and then 10 of them pop up because there is a seed that is passed behind the scenes that not what the public says, those behind in the shadows agree that this behavior is okay, and they have power, they have influence. It's a
So when do you become
continuation.
grown? Come on, X, when do you become grown? Come on, X, when do you become grown?
Age 25 or 26 when your brain stops developing.
I think it's a mental thing that if you do a behavior, you are fully aware of, if I do that, then these are the potential outcomes of my behavior, right? So your mind is not a minority. It's not minor. You don't need anyone to think for you. I know exactly what I'm doing and the outcome of my behavior. If you don't know the outcome of what could potentially happen, you're not an adult. You have to be able to know, if I do that, this can happen to me. You'll know that you're an adult.
What if I don't know that till I'm 30 or 40?
That you're minor.
That, or you had poor leadership. I think it's a community thing. Sorry to cut you off. I think
my thing is, when you get into the grown
like
thing, at some point you have to make people responsible for themselves, and part of that is they have to learn it themselves. So if I never learn it, or if I never get the information, I'm never grown. That's a personal choice for some people. Some people sit in communities and never learn it.
For sure. So some people, maybe this is just a preference, because Trick Daddy said he doesn't date older women. He only dates young chicks.
Okay, with the exception of maybe you and one or two other women, right? I'm not attracted to no women over 35 years old.
You're not?
No.
Well, honey, I know you are attracted to me, honey.
But y'all standards are too high. Y'all are too emotional. Y'all are damaged good from past relationship. I am not damaged. You don't even realize you're damaged. You see, because you.
So Heaven, are older women damaged? Is that why older guys going to young women? No answer.
Older men go for young women because they crave to be young and pedophilic. But I can say that younger men tend to go for older women. Because fuck him, I'm 39 and he can kiss my ass. I'm fine for 39. The fuck?
For sure. When I was younger, I liked older women, but then you get older, you kind of like, okay, like these women coming with too many problems. But that does happen. Ken,
and we come with other things like a paid off car and owning my own house and grown ass children and knowing how to handle my own shit. That's what Trick Daddy don't like, is women who can actually handle shit. Because he can't handle them.
Well, when we say baggage, it what's in the bag. Like she said, like you can have investments in the bag. You can have personal development in the bag. What's in your bag? But I often hear men say this, and it's very interesting how they divorce themselves from the equation. I'm 41, right? So whatever a woman comes with, I come with, right? So it's just an interesting thing when I hear men divorce themselves from the same experience of your peer group, right? You dealt with deaths in the family like me. You're probably divorced. You probably have had grown children now. I'm sure you lost close friends. I'm sure you've been embarrassed. I'm sure you got some wins. I'm sure you got some losses. You know what I'm saying? So this is why we match, right? Because when I tell you that I lost my mother, you're like, damn, me too. Or I lost my granny, or I lost my auntie, right? So and when you look at the person saying it, like let's be honest, he said he doesn't want a woman over 35. Eventually, you have to put yourself with your words, right? Do you know what you look like? Right? Do you know how you show up? Right? So you want a power imbalance. You know what I'm saying? So that's just very interesting. You got to be same. And I often hear men say this. I don't want a woman with the same thing as me. And then I'll land here. Oftentimes the guy is going to get with the younger woman and turn her to the old woman with baggage.
My bad. Go ahead, my bad. Trick Daddy, you know, he brought Trina to us. He always been putting you on, you know, with the females. I mean, is he just a freak? You know, what do you think?
Ken is such an honorable guy because I'm here to tell the truth, man. Don't nobody want an old chick, and that's just a fact, bruh. They get on. Ken could have all 100,000 of them. You feel me?
Come again?
I donate
Come
to
again,
Ken,
dog.
You know what
Come
I'm saying?
again, dog. Yeah. Ain't nobody want.
Hey,
oh, come.
You know what I'm saying? You want to know what?
Okay.
You know what Trick thinking? People be like, he want a girl, he can control a girl. Trick want a man, and when he say shut up, she shut up. That's what Trick want. They not gonna shut up at 35. I'll tell you right now. You know what I'm saying?
Sure, not at 39 either. I got
Trick,
mute.
what he trying to say is he not looking for like no serious thing though. He's looking for somebody to have I think it depends on what you're looking for. He want to have a good time with these women, enjoy himself. He's not looking for like someone to be calling him, asking him when he coming home. You know what I'm saying? Checking his leg monitor. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? Like these women be like, oh, I need somebody on my same level. Like, look, baby, never, ever. I don't care. I don't care what a woman has. It does not bother me. I do not care. I will replace her and find another one if she get on my nerves. And the facts just be, older women be getting on your nerves, bro. That's just a fact.
Mine's is reversed. I that's how I feel about younger people, and it's crazy because
how young?
Like I'm 40. I'm 41. A young woman to me,
Ken, man, get your 28, Ken.
Nah, I wouldn't go.
I'm saying
33 to 35. If I was into that, 33, 35. Like I want to talk though. That's the thing. And if it's on some freaky shit, I'm getting somebody that's 40-some years old, 45. Like I'm getting somebody. We grew up in the sexual revolution, dog. We grew up in the 90s.
You might have to.
We need some.
You might have to call Diddy.
You need somebody with wisdom. That's what it is. Wisdom.
45. You might have to call Diddy.
Somebody
to
Bro, you don't see these 45-year-old women on TikTok. They bad as hell.
And they only on TikTok.
Hey, fuck y'all. I'm right here.
For sure. Damn, so let's get to the main topic. Charlamagne and Trump are beefing right now. So